Hey guys, my name is Sabrina and welcome. This is a video that's going to be about knitting. It's going to be a knitting podcast and I'm planning to post more on YouTube now. I just posted not so long ago kind of like a studio vlog for my small business. I make ceramics, which you can see here behind me, but I'm also a knitter and I used to make these knitting podcasts. I'm not going to say regularly because I made it like 4 times, but like around 2 years ago I did make a few of these and they are fun to do. And like I stopped because there was a lot going on and I wasn't really knitting a lot in 2024. I did make a few things and now that I look at it, it's all in a pile here. It's more than like just a little bit. Like there is some stuff here, so I thought I would show you guys. It's not going to be like an everything I knit in 2024. It's just going to be kind of like a podcast style, just to show you kind of what I've been doing, and then that way we kind of get caught up. For sure there's going to be a few things that I've missed because like I said, it was over 2 years ago since my last video, so there was definitely some things in 2023 which you're not going to see here, but this is the majority of what I've been working on, and I thought I would show you my whips and my finished objects and maybe a little bit of what I'm planning to get started on next. So thanks for watching and let's get into it. The first thing what I have to show you is the self-drafted sweater. If you follow me on Instagram you might have seen it, but this is what she looks like. And oh my god, she's so pretty. You might think that this is a finished object, but actually I need to do, the front ribbing is done, the back ribbing I need to do it. I made like a split hem kind of situation and it's very long and oversized, and I was waiting on yarn. I don't know when I started to make this, but I definitely started it in like 2023, and 2024 I was heavy into making it in the beginning of the year, but then I ran out of yarn, and I have to say there is a lot of yarn. This is going to be such a heavy garment. I think there is at least like 10 or 11 balls of Sandnes Garn double Sunday, and I'm holding it together with the Camarose midnatssol, which is like an alpaca strand, because I hate mohair. I'm super sensitive to it. I cannot wear it at all. Kind of like, I guess I lost motivation with this a bit because like I said, I was starting to make it in like January of last year. So, well, maybe not started then, but I was like heavily working on it in January last year, and it's been a year and it's still not finished. And I do have the yarn now. I just received it like a few months ago. And there's really not a lot to get done, but I just like, I don't know, I just didn't do it. So I need to finish this and have it ready, but I just feel like it's going to be so warm and I'm not sure how much wear I'm going to get out of it because of that. So I feel like that kind of held me back, because I also have another really heavy jumper like this and I don't wear it at all because it's so hot. But it's also brown. I don't really like wear the color brown, so maybe that's why. Maybe this one I will get more wear out of, but yeah. I just thought it would be fun to like draft a pattern and like see if I can do that, because I'm usually not so adventurous when it comes to like self-drafting. I prefer to have somebody tell me what to do and just follow that. But it was a lot of fun actually, and it came together pretty easily, to be honest. I didn't have to like really rip it back a lot at all, so I enjoyed the process actually. Yeah, and this is my sweater. The first one that I'm going to show you. This one, I love it so much. This is the Barbroe top by My Favorite Things Knitwear. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Look at the drape. It's such a dream to wear. I love this so much, so much. I got so much wear out of it. This one comes with like a funny story. I don't know if it's really that funny, to be honest. More like frustrating. So this is knit in the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk, and I actually intended to make this first in a fuchsia color in the same yarn. I tried to make that like 3 times. Did not matter what I did. It kept coming out huge. Like I really don't know what happened, because like I was like, okay, I'm done. I cannot like make this again. I didn't make the whole thing, but I made like, you know, a good chunk before I could tell that this is not gonna work. And I said, I cannot make it in this color again. I just can't. Like I was so done with it. But I really love the top. Like it's gorgeous, right? Like I love the pattern, the lace pattern. It's beautiful. And I couldn't not have it in my life. And I had this one. I think it's the Dove blue color. I had it in my stash already, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to cast on in that color instead. At least it's like a little bit of a change of scenery, it's a different color, so maybe it's a little bit more interesting for me to continue to work on it. And this one, I didn't have any problem. It turned out completely fine. It's the perfect size, it's the perfect fit, so I have no idea what happened. And I made these like consecutively, so like I don't think I was doing anything wrong because this one came out fine and I did it the same way. So like, what happened? I don't know, but I love it. And actually I prefer it in this blue color because like it's just so pretty and it's perfect for the summer, and I think this color looks really good on me, so I got so much wear out of this. I'm such a happy camper. The second knitted finished object that I have, this is actually kind of the last one even, because like I said, I didn't do that much. So this is the Love Letter top by Kika, Kutovika. You know her, she's on YouTube. She is that famous Finnish knitwear designer, and I made this top in the drops Belle, which I repurposed from another t-shirt that I had made. I made like a peacock tee, I think, but I messed up the lace pattern in the necklines and I never wore it, so I was like, okay, I need to make something new with this. Is this held double? No, this is just single. It feels like very thick and heavy, so I would say it's definitely not as flowy as just a pure silk. This is a lot heavier garment. I'm not sure if I like that. This one did not get as much wear as the Barbroe top, but this is cute. Yeah, I think it's nice and I think it fits well. Like I think you can like sense a pattern here that I do love lace, and I love just like, you know, a whole lace garment, especially this one because you have so many different charts. I think there's like 4 or 5 different charts to work with here. It just keeps it interesting for me and it keeps it fun, and I don't know, I like checking a chart, but like for instance, like this one, obviously you need to check the chart because it's kind of always changing, so you cannot really get like that familiar with it because the sections are different. But the Barbroe top, that one, the pattern, especially since I did it and redid it so many times, the pattern is really easy to memorize. But this one, it just like, it stayed fun. And yeah, I do remember that I did some extra repeats here because she mentions in the pattern that you can do more repeats if you want it longer, and mine turned out super short. So I mean, even with the repeats, it's like on me it's the perfect length, but if I didn't repeat, it would be quite cropped for me. And yeah, so like I said, don't get too much wear out of this one, but I think it's cute. I think it's nice. Something else that I finished in the summer was this crochet dress, and this was my first like crochet garment. It actually, I think it turned out nice. I wish it was a little bit longer for me, but that's something that I can easily, I think I can just add on to it and make it a little bit longer on the bottom, just because I prefer that length. I don't like where it's hitting on me right now. And I think I did, honestly, like I'm not good with crochet terms. What is this, like a double crochet, I think? Why is crochet so confusing, and why in the UK and the US you have different terms but they have the same word? That is wild to me as a knitter. It's just so confusing. But this one is super colorful. I use drops saffron mostly for this one, and I think the drops I Love You, I don't know if it was the 7 or the 9, the one that is the same weight as the saffron, I use that one some too, and it's just super colorful. I love it. It's like a little beach cover up, and yeah, I made this to be finished for our trip to Greece in the summer, and it was really nice to wear it there. And then I have another like, this is not finished at all, but it's like this hexagon crochet project that I've been working on, and I'm like, so I got the inspiration from Pinterest, and I will post, like, I will show you here the photo of the inspiration, and in that photo it's like a tank top. So I'm debating whether or not it should be like a little tank top, or this would probably take me forever, so probably I won't do that, but it would be super cute to have like a bell sleeve little top from this. I mean, it's super cute, the pattern, and like I don't know, it's adorable, but like it does take a long time. And what I've been doing is I've been crocheting them as I go, because I realized that if I just like make all of the squares or the hexagons or whatever, if I just make it and I leave it to put them together at the end, I will never do that, never. So this is the only way I can do it, if I crochet them together as I go. And it's nice because then you can kind of see like how many you need. I think actually I don't need that many more around. I mean, I'm wearing a sweater now, so this is not the most accurate, but I think like I just need like 2 more squares there and it would be almost the top. So maybe for next summer we can get that one ready. I have another crochet item. You can really tell this was my crochet year. I never made like a crochet garment before this. So this was actually a test knit or test crochet, and it's this little vest by Juuulmakes, and it has like the 2 little ties in the front. I don't know, it was super cute. I was just feeling like, you know, I wanted a cute little crochet thing, and I really like it. I mean, people say crochet is faster than knitting, but I'm not really, I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. For me, this would take just as long as if I were to knit it, I feel like. But yeah, I really like this. Changing colors in crochet also, I don't like it. I had to cut the yarn every time and weave in my ends, which was painful, but I think the result was worth it, you know, put in the little extra effort, and it's worth it. And I like this, but I will say that like vests are not really my style. I didn't wear it a lot just because I didn't know like what to pair with it. So I'm thinking about like maybe putting some sleeves on it as well, because I feel like if it was a long sleeve garment, I would get more wear out of it. So I don't know if I will do that. I mean, it's completely fine like this and it's cute sometimes, but just to make it more wearable, I think something with sleeves. If I don't put sleeves on that one, I will make one with sleeves in different colors. So up next we have a little bit of a disappointment for me. I mean, it's not that disappointing, it's just like, isn't it the worst thing ever when you make something and you spend hours on it and like a shit ton of money on yarn, and then it like doesn't fit how you expected it to? Because that's the situation that happened here. I made this September jacket from Petite Knit. Honestly, also like, I don't know what's going on here. There's like a little hole, I need to sew that together. Like the material and stuff is lovely. I did this in Sandnes Garn Kos, and it's in like the villerose color. It's very pretty and stuff. I expected it to be like more oversized on me, and it's quite tight and it's cropped because I didn't have that much yarn, and I don't know, I'm just like not super happy with it, and I'm not sure if it's something that I will reach for. And I think that's also why in 2024 I had like not a productive knitting year, because I had a lot of projects that didn't turn out how I expected them to, and I just got like really down on myself about that, because like, why am I spending all this time making something that I won't even wear, that doesn't fit me well, that I'm not happy with? It's just like, it's such a bummer when that happens, and I don't know, I just felt like it was happening a lot for me lately. But we have to persevere, we have to keep trying, right? So in 2025 I'm bringing the new energy, and I'm trying to still make projects, and I don't know what will happen with this cardigan, if I will wear it or not. I'm gonna see how it is, and if I wear it, and if I don't, I'm not afraid to like rip it back and use the yarn for something else, because it doesn't make sense to just have it sit in my closet. So let's see what happens. But I definitely, like, for me, if I do decide to do that, like, I need some time to process it. I cannot just like rip it out right away. I usually let it sit and simmer for a little bit to see how it feels. The next cardigan is something that I'm super excited to have finished. Unfortunately, I ran out of yarn, which I knew I would, because the place where I ordered the yarn from, I only could order 9 balls of the color that I needed, but I saw in the pattern I needed to actually have 11, so I'm gonna have to source a few extra balls for this, but let me show you. So, let me see, it's got a little bit of a mess. Ooh, the color looks so nice on the camera. So this is a pattern by Sandnes Garn. It's actually their own pattern. It's the Cornelia Cardigan. And let me show you the back. It's like the super cute lacy cable knit sweater, and I'm knitting it in 2 new yarns. The Sandnes Garn Alpakka wool and the Sandnes Garn, I actually don't know how to pronounce it. It's like the følgetråd, which is the alpaca one. So it's basically like the alternative to mohair that they have. So I wanted to try that out because, as I mentioned, I'm really sensitive to mohair. I cannot wear it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So this alpaca is actually really great. It feels super soft, and I think it's giving, like, it's a bit more, I would say, I don't know if that's the alpaca wool maybe, but it's like a bit more hairy. Like the hairs are not, it's not like as much fluff as mohair, but I'm okay with that, to be honest. I don't mind. It's giving like really good stitch definition, I feel like. And that yarn is actually very economical. Like the ball, I think, don't quote me on this, is it coming, it must only be coming in 50 grams because 100 would be crazy. So, but like the amount of yarn and like the amount of sweater that you can knit with 1 ball of yarn is crazy. So far, like this one, I have 1 sleeve, the body is finished, and I'm on the 2nd sleeve, and I have only gotten into the 2nd ball of the alpaca, 2nd alpaca strand. So I'm only in the 2nd ball of that, which is crazy. Like I thought I would be using up a lot more because like usually mohair is like in 25 gram balls, so you just run through it, I feel like. But this one is just like on and on and on, and I mean, that's just crazy. For me, it's a little bit pricier, but like I think it's like the same price as 1 ball of mohair, so technically like you're getting double the amount for the same thing, and it's not itchy. So like check. It's good stuff. I can so far highly recommend it, although I haven't worn it yet because it's not finished, but I'm super excited to get this done. I've just like was craving a red piece, so that's gonna be so nice once it's finished. But like I said, I need to order some yarn, so let's see when that happens. I have as well this pair of socks, which I'm making for my fiance. It's the pattern from Andrea Mauri. I think I said that right. It's her DRK sock, everyday sock. It's really great because I was looking for a pattern for socks for men as well. So it has like really inclusive sizing, and because I tried to make him socks before, but I made like 1 pair of socks for myself before, and I'm like, oh, I can just modify the pattern and I'll make it a little bit bigger for him. But I didn't take into account like the parts that should and should not be bigger, so it ended up huge. And he's been asking for socks since then, and I actually gifted him, this is so bad, I gifted him this yarn last Christmas, not 2024 Christmas, 2023 Christmas. I gave him a ball of yarn and I was promising him a pair of socks, but I didn't knit a lot last year, so I only got around to knitting them now. But it's fine, he was a good sport about it. And I'm almost finished. I actually have like 3 more rows on this one, and then I'm gonna cast off. So he's gonna have some nice socks for this like super snowy weather that we're having here in Budapest. So I think he will be really happy. And this yarn is the Zauberball Crazy in the color Indigo. I really like this. I think it was fun to work up. Obviously I have 2 mismatched socks here, but I like how they look, and I will probably make this pattern again because it was super easy, but if I do it again, I will do like the toe and the heel a different color, like a little contrasting color. But I don't really like make socks a lot, so I didn't have any like sock yarn that I could use for that, and I just wanted to get them over with. So yeah, I'm happy that, and he will be happy. So that being said, that's everything, guys. It wasn't like a lot, but it's not nothing either, to be honest. Like just to knit 1 whole garment in a year is actually like, I think takes a lot of effort. So I don't want to say that it's nothing, because I know that like for a lot of people this can be a lot as well. So, and for me it was like enough for this year. So, but for 2025 I am excited to get knitting again, and I hope that I won't have any arm pain, but if I do, I will obviously like take breaks and stuff. But my plans for this year, obviously to finish up the Cornelia cardigan, the red one, but I also just got some yarn from Knitting for Olive, and I'm planning on making, you cannot see this, but I'm planning on making from this little swatch a Agnete, Agnete cardigan from Petite Knit. I think she released probably like 1.5 years ago. It was a super popular pattern and I wanted to make it since it came out. I just didn't know which yarn I wanted to use because, like I said, I'm sensitive to mohair. But now that I've found this alpaca strand from Sandnes Garn, I figured that that would be perfect to hold together with some knitting for olive merino to make this cardigan. So finally, now that I found like a suitable yarn, I'm ready to get started on that project. So I just swatched, and as soon as I cast off the sock, I am getting started on this cardigan. So I'm excited. It's brioche. I love brioche, so it's gonna be super fun to knit that up. I'm really excited for that. And then from Knitting for Olive, I also ordered some pure silk. Like I was mentioning for the Barbroe top, I was planning on making that in fuchsia, but since I didn't use that yarn, I'm planning on making the knitting, my favorite things knitwear blouse #1, I think is the one with the pure silk. It might not be, don't quote me on that, but I'm planning on making that. So I just ordered 3 more balls. That way I can have enough for like this blouse quantity and not just a tank top. So that's on my list. And other than that, I haven't really planned anything. I'm trying not to buy yarn in advance. I want to finish something, then buy the yarn when I'm ready to start on a new project. I don't want to have a stash. I hate having a stash. That gives me a lot of anxiety because my plans change like constantly. I change my mind. I see something new. I get distracted. So I think it's better for me personally just to do it like this. I think it's more economical for me, it's more sustainable, it's more practical, just works all around. So that's what I'll be trying to do this year. It's easier said than done, I know, in some cases, but yeah. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it to this point, I'd love if you could subscribe to my channel because I'm planning on posting more regular content. I'm hoping for once a month, but obviously I'm going to try to do a little bit more than that, but it's definitely going to be at least one video and either related to knitting or to my ceramic small business. So if that kind of thing interests you, if you're a creative, crafty girly like me and you want to see what I'm doing, then let's be friends. And thanks for watching again, and see you in the next one. Bye!